Hi, Ellie. I'm sorry about that. We got disconnected. Our IT person was checking on our video,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems that there seems to be some problem with my device. So I'm really sorry.
Mm-hmm. So, is it difficult to fix it right now?
I'm sorry. I wasn't able to hear you. What is that?
Uh, is it possible to fix your video right now, or it's impossible?
Unfortunately, they told me that they couldn't fix it, and they will need more time to check why it's not working.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then yeah, let's just start our class.
Oh, okay. Thank you for understanding, Elia.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I wanted to see you. That's why I, yeah, I asked you to fix the video. But if yeah, it's impossible then, and it will take some time. Yeah, it's okay.
Yes, thank you for understanding. I did tell our IT as well if there was anything that they can do, and unfortunately, they told me that they do need to check on all the devices before they would be able to get it working.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, were you able to find the topic that we would talk about?
Yeah, I do like to discuss the topic entitled Dead Rat in Soup.
Oh, that's a very interesting topic. That rat and suit. Did that ever happen to you?
No, no way.
Oh, it's very good that that never happened to you. Why did you choose this topic?
It's interesting. Yeah, it's a kind of a tragedy, but on the other hand, yeah, it's a little bit funny.
It is indeed because if that ever happened to me, I don't know how I would react. I would be scared and I would also be angry. And how about you? What if that happens to you?
Oh, yeah, I will get a lot of compensation from that restaurant. Yeah, yeah. If I found the rat in the soup before I ate it, yeah, it might be okay, but yeah, like this woman, pregnant woman, if if I already took some bites, then yeah, I can not forgive them. So I will sue them and I will get a lot of money from them.
I agree with you. Yes, I would probably do the same thing because, like in the article, especially for a pregnant woman, her condition is very sensitive.
Yeah.
Do you like cooking dinner at or cooking food at home, or do you like going out to eat?
If I can choose one thing, even yeah, if I don't mind the money, then maybe I would choose eating out, but I have to consider yeah, money. So in that case, yeah, I I usually yeah cook, and we usually have meals at home.
I see. Me too. There are instances when I like to go out, and there are also instances when I prefer a home cooked meal.
You prefer home cooked meal? Why?
Yes, I prefer a home cooked meal because usually at home it's just me and my daughter. And when we cook, usually after work, I'm already tired and I will just cook something simple
Mm-hmm.
and something easy to prepare,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it. That will be our food. And sometimes my daughter is also a good cook because she um she follows my grandmother in her cooking. She imitates her. So she's also a better cook than me.
So, who is usually in charge of uh, the dinner?
Oh, for me, it's usually either me or my daughter. Sometimes I would buy food outside, and then sometimes, the most of the time, I already have it planned at home. How about you? Like for today, what are for this evening? Did you already cook dinner?
Yeah, it's already 10:39. So yeah, I had dinner, but yeah, I usually cooked for my family, but yeah, during dinner time, I usually work, so I can't have a dinner with my family. But mm, yeah, I have to cook for them in advance before my work starts.
I see. It's so nice that you are able to find time to cook for them in that way. When dinner comes, they already have something to eat while you're working.
Yeah, but I don't like cooking. It's really uh, hassle. I have to cook, yeah, 2 or 3 meals every day, and so I usually buy some uh, frozen food. So yeah, from the internet, and even though I bought some frozen meals, I have to cook. Yeah, I have to cook. How can I say in somewhat? So
Yes.
yeah, it's
Is it like fried or steam
yeah, right.
or right? It's so nice that with technology we can already order or buy just by calling or just by going online. It makes our lives easier in a way.
Yeah, sure.
Do you usually do shopping over the internet?
Yeah, I usually buy many things online because it's much cheaper, and I don't like going out. So if I if I go to a shopping mall or grocery store, then it takes some time. But if I buy something online, then I just turn on my computer and order something. So it takes less time, and yeah, after I order food, I don't feel tired at all. So yeah, anyway, I prefer yeah ordering online yeah at home.
You do have a point there, yes. It is very helpful that we do have all this technology to help us make our lives easier.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there was one story that I heard, and it was a popular fast food. Have you heard of KFC? I'm sure you have that.
Yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And the story was that in the cinema, this group of people found a dead rat, similar to the article, a fried dead rat in the bucket, in the bucket that they bought from KFC.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're at the cinema, you don't really see what you eat, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they tasted that it was different, they were shouting and they went out of the cinema, and that's where they found out that it was a rat.
So where did it happen? In the US?
It happened in the Philippines in one of
Uh-huh.
the cities here, and like you said, the reaction was that they sued the company, they sued KFC,
Mm-hmm.
and they were able to win.
Did it happen recently?
No, it happened years ago, probably like a few years ago, because I remember that story was when I was in college.
If it happened a few years ago, I don't know. Yeah, but maybe most people would have their cell phones. No?
That's right.
Then if they not turn on, if they click uh, the power button, then yeah, they can see what what there is in the a bucket, not bucket. I mean, in the, how can I say,
In the
basket?
bucket meal of
Oh,
KFC, yes.
oh, bucket meal. Okay. So why do they have to go outside of go outside the movie theater?
I guess because it was dark and they wanted to make sure because
Mm-hmm.
like if you're frying chicken, sometimes they all look the same, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh
And
yeah.
my guess is what happened was that the rat was also wrapped in flour. The white coating of the chicken, and then it turns brown when you fry it, right? It covers the chicken. So that's what happened with the rat as well. It was also covered in flour, and it was and thinking about it, it makes me wonder if it really is true because, but it was in the newspaper. That's why I was wondering if it was a real story
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if it was on the news, I think yeah, it was a real story.
because the problem was that they did not show any picture. So like you said, right? Nowadays, most people
Oh,
have telephones,
oh, but
and
if it is not true, then the KFC can sue that newspaper. So they have to pay a lot of money, yeah, for the KFC. So if I were if I were, how can I say, if I am working, if I am, if I were an employee in the newspaper, then I wouldn't um, have that kind. I wouldn't risk that kind of thing.
that's right. You do have a point there because KFC can contact the newspaper and say it's not true.
Oh, really? Mm.
Especially, but they said that the newspaper said that KFC was able to contact the the people who bought that, and they have settled it outside of the court. So I am thinking that KFC probably offered some money just so the people will not spread the story.
Hmm. Yeah, who knows?
But I'm thinking if it reached the newspaper, right, then that would mean that the story has spread.
Didn't you say you would correct my what I'm saying immediately?
Oh, yes. You also mentioned that you wanted it in the feedback. But
Oh no,
I
I didn't
can.
say. I didn't
Oh,
say.
I'm sorry
Yeah,
about that.
I told you after I finish my answer, I want you to correct my what I said, my
I'll
mistake.
do that. Yes,
Hmm.
I'm sorry about that. I missed that. I'll do that now moving forward.
Okay.
Okay. Um, what other do you usually go to? What restaurants do you go to if you go out? Do you have
Restaurant.
any favorites?
Yeah, there is one restaurant called Outback. It's from, as I know, it's from Australia. But it's a chain. It has several, yes, stores. It's a chain. So um, yeah, it's a family restaurant. So I go there once every 2 months.
I have heard of that restaurant. Yes. Um, Outback restaurant is very popular as well around the world, it seems. Do you remember your favorite food in that restaurant?
Yeah, I think it's not the menu which they have in their in Australia, but in Korea we have kimchi, so they make a new menu, and with the kimchi and a beef. The name of that food is kakadu, kimchi kakadu. Yeah, but um, anyway, it's my favorite menu. And when we go there, they serve us unlimited bread, and there are several sauce we can uh, we can dip our bread. We can dip bread into. So yeah, that's the part I like the restaurant, and they also and the juice. Uh, is yeah, the juice is really delicious.
I see. What juice is that? Is it like a special flavor?
No, it's not special flavor. It's just orange or mango or lemon. But uh, maybe if I go to other restaurants, they also serve um, that kind of juice. But uh, there is a special lunch menu, and if we order one lunch menu, they serve us soup and juice for free. So
Wow, that's a very good deal. If they have that particular menu or that particular recipe in their menu, that's probably popular with a lot of people.
yeah. So yeah, it is very popular, and many people in Korea like to go there. In maybe 10 years ago, family restaurants was really hot in Korea. So TGI and what else? And I forgot, yeah, several names, but there were a lot of family restaurants. But um, other restaurants uh, is n- I- are not uh, uh, other restaurants are not remained that much. So it's really hard to see uh, other family restaurants now. But yeah, Outbacks, we can see a lot of Outback restaurants still, yeah, until now.
Yeah, yes. You mentioned that other restaurants did not remain or did not or other restaurants have changed and only Outback was the one that has stayed.
Okay.
Right now, it is very hard to find good restaurants because some are very expensive and then they have little food and then some have too many people. And like you said, it is good to find a restaurant that is able to accommodate a family.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, when it comes to food, do you also bake or do you like desserts? How about your family?
What's your
Do they like desserts or
Yeah, sure.
um, what do they call those people? A sweet tooth or someone who likes sweet stuff like chocolates or cakes, maybe.
What? See what?
Um, does your family like sweet stuff?
Three stuff?
Yes, sweet.
Uh,
Sweet food
Sweet
like
tooth?
desserts.
Mhm. Yeah, we like sweet food, and we like a dessert, but we usually don't eat cake or candies as a dessert. We after Yeah, I heard it's not good to have a dessert after dinner, after meals. So yeah, in Korea many people have fruit after they finish their meals. uh, it is a very yeah, most people, as I know, most people do it, but it is not good for our health. So after uh, 2 hours after we have meals, then yeah, it's okay to eat fruit. So
That's a very good point, because fruits are healthier than, like you said, maybe cake or cookies or sugar. Some those, if we always eat those things, it will affect our health.
mhm.
So I admire you for being strict and being able to make sure that your family is healthy.
Yeah, but I'm not that strict. I mean,
Oh,
when I want to feel like eating fruit, even after yeah I have a meal, then yeah I just yeah eat fruit. But yeah, I try to not to eat fruit after right after yeah I have a meal.
that's understandable as well. I understand that. What kind of fruit do you like? Some fruits have sugar, and then some fruits they are good and healthy. Is it like apple maybe, or
Yeah.
banana, or
When I
orange?
yeah when I was young, I like melons, Korean melons. It's a little bit different from yeah original melons, but we call it tame anyway. But my my grandfather on my mother's side, um, uh, how can I say, grow uh, yeah Korean melons. So when it was summer, every summer I could eat a lot of melons because uh, my family went to my grandfather's house, and then we helped them to pick melons from the greenhouse.
I
So
see.
yeah,
Were there a lot of melons?
yeah. Uh, there were a lot of greenhouses, and yeah, um, and oh yeah, a
It,
lot of
is
melons.
that the kind of melon that's small and
Yeah,
orange?
yeah. Not orange, but it's yellow.
Oh, I see. That's a different kind of melon. I think I have seen that. The usual melon that we have in the Philippines is the big one, like the big red one.
Yeah, we also have yeah the melon like which the color is green, which is
Yeah.
green. Hmm.
But I think that kind of melon is very healthy, and I remember it seems that it's a lot of fun to pick melons. Although if you do a lot, you would probably be tired.
Yeah, but I was young, so they didn't ask me to work a lot. Just
Oh yes, of course.
yeah, maybe my mother and father helped them a lot, but yeah, I could rest when I felt I'm tired. I was tired, but yeah, just I remember I could eat as much as I want to eat. So, but yeah, I it couldn't last that long because after my how can I say my uncle passed away, then they didn't grow melons anymore.
Oh, I see. That's sad. But I guess those things happen.
Yeah, it happened. But my uncle was really young at that time. I mean, not that young, but he was in his early 40. So yeah, he
Oh,
actually passed away accidentally. So yeah,
I see. I'm very sorry about that.
yeah, but it now yeah it how many years passed by? Yeah, so yeah, it's okay. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much for a wonderful conversation, Elia. And again, I'm really sorry about the trouble with the video. I'll make sure that our IT would get in touch with the correct people so that we would be able to sort this out next time.
Okay. And while you have a class with me, uh, isn't there any word you couldn't understand well because I mispronounced?
Actually, I was able to understand you perfectly, and you were able to create good sentences, and even you sometimes corrected yourself. So I admire you for that.
I mean, about my pronunciation. Isn't there any word I mispronounced?
Um, so far, everything is okay from what I heard.
Okay. Okay then.
Okay. Is there anything else that you want us to check on?
No. It's okay now.
Okay, then. You have a nice evening, Elia.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye.